happy. It's not perfect, but that was an improvement. Hey, everybody, I'm not going to keep you here long. Everybody get over here, okay? I'm not going to keep you here. This is not a day where we should come out of here feeling bad. You get what I'm saying? Don't worry, man. It's all good, bro. Everybody misses goals, man. I've done it, dude. Don't worry about it, man. Nobody's freaking blaming Rowan, okay? We won the game. Hey, the reason you play this is because you like being with other people, okay? It's not just about you. If you wanted to play an individual sport, you guys wouldn't be here, okay? This is about a team. You guys are here to be with teammates, okay? And today is not a day to be upset, okay? The seniors got their win on senior day, and I'll tell you, first half, it was questionable whether that was going to happen, okay? It wasn't just a done deal that you guys were going to come out and take care of business in the second half, okay? I challenged you at halftime. And you guys responded to the challenge. There's been times I've challenged you guys before and you didn't respond. Okay, this guy's hurt. He's playing on one freaking foot. Okay, we're missing starters that decided that they couldn't come today just because they had plans. I mean, dude, that's what we're dealing with here, man. But I'll give you credit. Hey, today, hey, you should feel good, man. Okay? Because trust me, if you weren't here today, we wouldn't have won that game, man. Trust me. You understand that? If you weren't here, we wouldn't have won. If Elias wouldn't have stepped up in the second half, we wouldn't have won that game. If Rowan wouldn't have played the way today he did today, we wouldn't have won. If Ever wouldn't have woken up in the second half, we wouldn't have won. Okay? Garcia, all these guys, River, Yaroslav played better in the second half. Justin, okay? Alex. So, Caleb today, right? No mistakes from Caleb. Guys that came in on the bench. I'll tell you, Alexis was doing more today. Okay? Danny was in there. Okay, winning balls. Diego, everybody came in and did their piece, which is what has to happen for a team to win. I told you, you're not just going to show up here and just win. You have to do the job. Okay? So let's not leave here feeling bad.
Alex, right?
Yep.
How do you say your last name?
Milwaukie.
Okay, thank
Yep.
you. And Ever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how do you say your last name?
Garcia.
Okay, and Jonathan Guerrero, is that right?
Salazar.
Excuse me, Salazar, yeah, the coach's Guerrero. So, Milwaukie, hey, first off, congratulations today. Well, what was it like playing in a close game, too? It seems like most of your games have been one-sided, one or the other way.
It's been interesting. Sometimes you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Just gotta move on.
It was good to win on senior night, senior day, especially this year. It's been tough, so just winning it, finishing it off. We got 2 more games left. Looking forward to play those and win them, leave them all out.
And when you come back in 5 years and look at this year, what do you think you're going to remember most about this year? And maybe not just about the soccer season. What are you going to remember about class of 2021?
I mean, it's sad, but obviously COVID, us not being in school, having to have these things around all the time. So
It's a crazy year.
crazy year.
It's tough, but everyone's together, right? Everyone's working hard together, showing up to practice, leaving it all out on the field, and just looking forward to win. You don't win some games, you lose some, you win some. Like today, we were fortunate to win, get a goal, finish it off on the field.
Were you guys thinking at some point that you weren't going to get a season at all? Did that come through?
Yeah, definitely. I thought we wouldn't get a season until we found out in February when we found out we were going to get one.
February.
Yeah.
Normally
we're blessed to have a season. Some people trained, some people didn't. And that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's a crazy one too. Some people were training and some people weren't because you weren't even sure you had a season.
Yeah.
So the pandemic wasn't the only thing going on this year. Class of 2021. I mean, what else are you going to remember about this year?
I'm gonna remember that we got a new building, but we can't even go in.
Yeah.
So like 26.
We got a new building. We can't even go to school, but maybe later on we will. And it was nice to play on this field for last time, So
So that's all stuff that affects your school year. The stuff off the school year, like we had the election this year.
yeah.
How much did you guys? Were any of you able to vote?
How many people?
Nah, I wasn't. I wasn't
able to vote.
I guess if you're not able.
December birthday.
Yeah. Okay. But we did have that. Was that? Did you guys talk about that at all? The election?
We talked about it, yeah.
In my household, we did, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had discussions in our friend group, just like seeing like the statistics and everything like that, like who was winning and who wasn't.
How was hybrid learning this year?
Frustrating, definitely. Well, I mean, it's boring compared to regular school. You know, you're just home. It doesn't feel the same.
It's hard to get motivation to do schoolwork.
But let me tell you, you can finesse the system. It's easy, right? It is frustrating. You know, you don't have teachers, but you can finesse the system and you can ask your friends. Luckily, I got homies right here that help me out every day. You know. So.
Do you think you learned more this year at all than you would have if?
Definitely not.
No.
I feel like I learn more in school directly in the classroom than I do online.
Yeah. I don't.
Online just feels like you're just going through the motion, not really learning.
Yeah.
I got a son who's a junior at Benson, and he really learned how to play one of the video games.
Yeah.
He was really good at like 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, dude, you got to wake up at 9.
Yeah.
Well, what's nice is that you don't go to the school building. You can enjoy the rest of your life. You know, like for me, I go to the gym. I can go to the gym. You know, or work, or you know, I mean, you can work all your life, but still you can go do your other things. When you're in school, you're 8-10 hours a day in there. But yeah, so it's 50-50. It's nice and not nice. You know, you don't get your full education. But yeah.
Were any of you guys watching like CNN, MSNBC, one of the news channels at all regularly?
Fake news and I don't listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not 100% legit. So.
I hear you. So okay. Wow. Well, yeah, that's been quite a year. I mean, we in my house, and I'm 52, so we've been watching a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
How much did Black Lives Matter come in at all? I mean, that's this year too.
Definitely. After once we started quarantine and the world was in a tough spot at that moment.
Well, everyone was talking about it, right?
Yeah.
So it was in everyone's life, pretty much on TV, on social medias, on everything. So.
Very fragile.
Is that so here's the thing, like in 5 or 10 years when you look back at your class of 2021 year, do you suppose you'll probably reflect more on the things that were outside of the classroom too?
Definitely.
It'll kind of grow on you that, oh yeah, these things are happening too?
Definitely, yeah. That'll be a major part of it. It'll be more memorable.
All right. Well, hey, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much.
Arguably one of the best leagues in football. Okay? You're not going to win every game, but what can you take out of it to move forward? That's the important thing. Everybody with me on that? Okay? We got one more game, don't we? Okay, so we can take this performance, take the mistakes we made, take the good things we did, and fix it and get it going next week. We are still climbing that mountain, fellas. Okay? It's RYFP, not just for this team, not just football, for the rest of your life. Okay? I'm trying to get better. You guys are getting me better. We're getting each other better. Understand? Okay. The things that we've lived by, we're going to continue to live by. We're positive. We're all in. We communicate with each other, and we trust each other. And when I say trust, I'm talking about trusting that process of reaching your full potential. Okay? And this is part of that process. Okay? Sometimes it hurts, okay? But I'm proud of how you guys handled this. I don't think Franklin's team last year would have handled this the same way. You guys got me? All right, let's take care of each other. I said this once before. I don't think I need to say it again. But Dyson reminded me of this actually the other day, okay? When things go bad, okay, losers point fingers, winners point thumbs. They figure out, hey, what can I do to get better? We all point thumbs at each other, at ourselves? Okay? That's gonna keep us together. I love you guys. Franklin family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Franklin family!
Well, so it's Isaiah, is that right?
Yes.
And Rickard?
Yeah, Ricard.
Rickard. And What's your name again?
Nando Magallanes.
Okay, all right. So you're both. How many years did you guys play on for the football team?
I played all 4 years.
All 4?
Yeah, all 4 as well.
Wow. So this is. What are you going to remember about this year? You know, when you look back 2-3 years from now, what's going to stand out the most for you?
I think honestly, like since the pandemic started, me and my boys, like us starters, like the couple like 8 to 10 guys have just been like coming to the field day in, day out. And like, you know, the process has been shown into our record. You know, we're 4-1 right now. Yeah, today didn't go how it was planned, but you know, like we are definitely a much improved football team compared to the past couple years, and I definitely am proud of my brothers at like how much we've improved.
So you still came to the field every day?
Yes, sir.
During it, were you part of that too?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the pandemic, I started working out harder. I signed up for a gym for football, and I just dedicated myself because I knew we were gonna have a season. I knew they wouldn't take it away from us, but yeah. So we worked hard. You know, it just shows how you're gonna be in the future when bad things happen. You can't just not do anything about it. You have to step up.
How was there a point when you thought, you know what, we aren't going to have a season?
Actually, a week before, because Vancouver over there had a season and they didn't announce our season, so I was kind of, you know, I didn't know if we would have a season.
So class of 2021, beyond just football, well, hang on, here we go. How was hybrid education for you?
It was pretty bad. You couldn't really ask questions. The teachers would go too fast and unorganized.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it's like definitely for me, it was definitely pretty hard to just stay be engaged and just be concentrated into classes because it was like every single day it was online and like it just got tiring over time. But you know, like we still had to do what we had to do, get our assignments in, even if it was last minute, to continue to have a good grade point average to play on the field. But yeah, it was definitely pretty tough. But me, him, and all my brothers were definitely able to push through it because you saw like we were all playing today, so we were all eligible to play.
It sounds like the being part of the football team was a huge part of your senior year.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Did any of the pandemic, all this stuff, did any of that change your outlook for what might happen after your senior year?
It did for a little bit. I didn't think I'd get an offer or anything to play after, but I was lucky to get one from Western Oregon, and yeah.
Or do you think you'll play next year too, or?
Yeah, me as well. I got a couple 5 to 6 D3 offers, so I'm definitely gonna try to play at the next level. For
Wow. Do you think you'll still have to wear a mask next year?
Yeah, I think it won't stop. I think it'll be like a normal thing everyone has to do until everybody gets vaccinated, like 5-10 years down the road. Okay,
so a lot of other stuff happened in 2021 outside of education. What do you remember? I mean, what are you going to reflect on from the class of 21? You know, you're from, let's say, June until you're going to graduate. What else do you guys remember that happened, you know, just honestly, in society?
Honestly, not much. Like, just me and my brothers have just, like how he said, like we've been just working, and like that's kind of like what kept me just like keeping my head up going forward. Because like I went to school, I did my assignments, I worked out for my brothers to be on this field and to get better. So it was definitely like this team right here, like this Franklin football team, is definitely more of a brotherhood than has been in the past 2 years. So I definitely just been working my ass off for them.
Were either of you able to vote?
No, I wasn't.
No, just passed a little bit less.
How much attention did the whole election thing? How much attention did you pay to the election?
I didn't really pay that much because I couldn't vote, so I really had no saying in it at all.
Yeah, me neither. I couldn't really do much about it.
Yeah. So Black Lives Matter came up. I mean, George Floyd, they're doing it right now. How much did you guys like talk about that, or how?
I talked about it a lot. I actually went to the protest downtown, and we're just trying to make a change, but everybody, like the police, I forgot what it was called, but they were throwing tear gas and everything. We're just peacefully rioting. Or not rioting, we're just peacefully protesting. Yeah, my fault.
I went to a couple of them too. So, how about let's see, that was the Capitol got sacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that just goes to show like the other side of America. You know, like if that was like that was like 300 or 400 like colored people there, you know, many more lives would have been lost compared to what happened down that day. You know, only five to 10. You know, but if it was a bunch of other colored people, you know, that just goes to show like the other side of America, what type of privilege they have.
The pandemic really showed like the racist part of America and what the people with power do with their power.
Let's see, all the leagues, the pro leagues, and even the college leagues, they were able to play, but they played inside a bubble. Is that something you think you'll remember? Like, oh yeah, they played, but everybody had to stay inside and they couldn't sneak out, and if they did, they got in trouble.
Yeah, I would definitely remember that for the rest of my life, because LeBron got his, what was it, 6th ring?
Yeah,
sixth ring, yeah.
All right, let's see. I guess those are kind of the main things. Now I know the election isn't something that you're talked about at all. And when the next election, when you can vote, 2 elections from now, when you look back, do you think you'll reflect on it more then? You'll be able to talk more and say, oh yeah, I remember when all this stuff happened. What all that stuff? Well, I remember it, but I wasn't paying attention because I couldn't vote.
Yeah, I'll remember it. I watched some things with my mom. Probably go over it with my mom and just remember the year and who was elected that year or who was president at the time, and probably not give them a vote if they register or they run for it again.
Did either of you guys watch CNN or MSNBC or Fox at all, like regularly or at all?
I don't really watch it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I just watched it just because my mom just had it on all the time. So I just every time I walked by the living room, that was the only thing that was on. But all I heard was just Trump, just bad things like COVID, the pandemic. I feel like just the CNN and those news just cause a bunch of stress to people. And so I try to stay away from that stuff.
Did either of you guys learn a new respect for video games?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Yeah.
You said learned a new respect?
Or, I mean, my son, he's a junior at Benson, and he played video games every once in a while, but now he plays 5 times as much.
I definitely did that. I just picked up video games more because I couldn't really go outside like that. I just play football, play video games. Warzone, probably my favorite video game now.
Yeah, same with me. It just allowed me to talk with people I haven't really talked with in a while, some people from school, just on the mic and stuff, just have a laugh, just have cakes and stuff, just have fun.
All right, this is actually great stuff. Exactly what I was looking for. Just your reflections on the year. Give me your name first.
Hi, I'm Sailor Christopher.
And
I'm Jillian St. John.
I'm Eliza Anderson.
I'm Monica Nedialkova.
I'm Izzy Guasta Disenyi.
Okay, great. So I understand you're going Division 1?
No.
That's
going
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. She's over there. How come you have her doing all the work?
Jazz going.
Hang on, so it's Jasmine. What's your last name again?
Cells.
Okay, well, you're going Division 1?
D3.
Okay.
She could easily go D1.
That's right.
The nerdy school.
Yeah, she chose the smart.
So let me just real quick. When you look back, in 5 years on your senior year here, what do you think you're going to remember most?
COVID. Oh, for volleyball or just in general?
Just when your senior year. Is it going to be volleyball first or the mass first, or what do you think you're going to remember first?
Online school. I think for me it would be volleyball, just because this team is we've built up so nicely, and we're all just so supportive of each other, and I've never seen such a kind team, and I just love and support all of them. So mostly.
Yeah, I think also volleyball or Zoom classes, just because obviously we haven't really been to in-person school at all this year, and so seeing everyone on the screen, but then coming to volleyball and getting to see people in person, even with masks on, it's still really nice.
Mine would be online also, but then volleyball as the actual school. School part, coming to school.
All of my best friends are here on this team, so definitely volleyball.
Yeah, I'd also say volleyball, just because the season was really unexpected.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
Were you thinking that you might not get a season at some point?
Yeah, that's true. It got canceled a few times.
How postponed? It kept getting postponed 5 different times.
I didn't think we were gonna have one. Yeah.
It's
Wow.
weird because volleyball's a fall sport, and we usually start in the summer. And it's usually like 2 months, but it was only 1 month.
Yeah.
Spring started this week.
Yeah, we really did work hard to like get back in shape, and Jay really whipped us into shape fast.
And we're undefeated.
Yeah, we're undefeated.
How did you guys let today's match go extra couple sets so you would have more play at home?
Most people that we've had, so we had to give it our money worth.
Yeah.
It's our last home game ever, so
We just need to get after it a little more.
How were you thinking that you would be undefeated this year?
We didn't think we'd have a season.
I thought it was in PIL pretty likely, considering like we lost less than other teams did.
Yeah.
Grant was better than I thought they were going to get.
So you're actually getting something of a playoff, right?
Yeah, this is our first playoff, right?
No,
I don't think
it's
so.
not like a real playoff where you keep going. It's just you arrange.
Is there a state championship? It's just you're playing this.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. This seemed like this would be a year for you guys to have that shot anyway, and that's a little disappointing. Let's see. So there's a lot of other stuff that's been happening for your class. That's happened from last year. Anything else stand out about your senior year? About not in school, like out just out in the world.
Not being able to do the senior stuff that we expected.
Yeah, I think a really big thing is that we've all come together, even though we're far apart mentally. I feel like we've all, come together on social media just to make sure everyone's being supported and heard, and just so everyone feels less alone.
Were any of you able to vote?
Some of us, but I wasn't.
We just had our birthdays.
We just turned 18
Yeah.
a week ago.
I turned 18 in December, so I couldn't vote.
I'm so bummer. I'm a baby.
Were any of you paying attention to the election at all, or because you? Yeah. Okay.
This year was very good for a lot of social
Justice issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially bringing awareness to like social justice issues, even through social media, and even not being able to like see people as much in person. Like people have been organizing protests and like stuff like that through social media, which is really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely less conversation about things not being here.
Did CNN or MSNBC or Fox News come up for you guys at all, or was it just
My
school?
mom, she's like, she works at the stock market, so she has to watch both Fox and CNN. So I got the brunt of both channels. It was very interesting to see the different takes on stuff. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was great. Let's see. So yeah, the season kept getting postponed and postponed.
Yeah,
and
it was just a roller coaster, and by the time we got the okay to our first game, it was 3 days, and so it was a very, very quick turnaround. We were coming from losing a couple of big hitters last year, and so it was really nice to see those girls step up this year and really, really as a team come together. So I've just been extremely proud, and just really proud that the season didn't get stopped in the middle and stop any of our momentum.
Were you able to practice at all?
No, we had 3 practices before our first game, and so it was really touch and go, and we didn't know what our dynamic was going to look like, and we found our groove. By the 3rd, 4th game, we started to feel our groove, and we just took off.
But there was when I talked to the football guys at Franklin, they're like, we were meeting at the field all the time as a team.
Yeah, we had virtual workouts.
Workouts.
We weren't really allowed to touch the ball, having contact. And so volleyball is a very contact sport. It's an individual sport. And so we worked on their individual skills when it was appropriate, but we really couldn't even touch any balls. So every time we got onto the field, it was just a workout. So we really, really did not do anything volleyball until our first practice.
Wow. So yeah, like you say, it's you got to be very proud of how this season has gone.
I'm extremely proud. Those girls put in the work day in and day out. And honestly, I just coach them. They're the ones who perform.
How nice was it to actually see them play in front of people?
Oh my God, incredible. We love our fans, we love our parents. Our senior class came out to support them, and that just meant everything to us, is to see kids supporting kids, and that's what we needed this season. Amidst the chaos, we needed our friends to be there.
I was watching, or just get to see the bench. I mean, when you're normally when you would have a bench, you'd have energy coming from that.
Yeah.
And now you have everybody sitting 6 feet apart, and it's just kind of dead.
Yeah, it's weird. It's how do you find the balance of keeping the energy while also staying 6 feet apart? And I preach energy and momentum, and talent wins games, but so does talking, communication, and hype. And so that's something that we try to instill in the girls, is just to make sure you're cheering at all times to keep that energy light.
They when you very first got them together, was everybody like, hey, let's go, or was it a thing of, okay, you know, we finally get a season, let's go get them? Did you have to like get the team kind of pumped up a little, or does everybody start off being pumped up where, you know?
This is my second year with this team, so last year was really getting our toes wet. They were learning how I worked, I was learning how they worked, and so this year last season we left with a really bad taste in our mouths. And this year, we refused to feel that again, and so.
But just the energy when you first started.
It was hot. We were ready to play.
Okay.
We were ready to go. There was no need to get them going. They were ready to go from the get-go.
Wow. So anything? I mean, you're paying attention. I mean, obviously it's all volleyball, all sports. Did anything like social issues or kind of teamwork, student kind of bonding, did any of that come through at all?
We're a very diverse team. I am a Hispanic coach, and so for me it's extremely important to make sure all of my girls feel supported, feel together, and feel united. And so, we sat down, we had hard conversations. We wanted to know how everyone felt. We have athletes who led rallies during the protests in Portland, and so for me it's just extremely prideful to know that these girls, there's more to them than volleyball. As a team, we put a Spanish slogan on the back of our shirt, and it's just all the world's coming together. We want everybody to know that at Lincoln, everyone is welcomed, and there's no alleyway for anybody. We're just all together, and we're one team always.
All right, hey, thank you.